Welcome to Convene TV. I'm joined now by Michelle Russell, editor-in-chief of Convene Magazine. Michelle, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We're talking about this month's cover story on social change and what meeting planners should do to drive social change in situations like Indiana when they passed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. And some said that could open the doors to discrimination. So the big question, should meeting planners pull out of cities like that when there are these things going on? Michelle, what's the cover story say?
So I think the cover story really talks about the fact that it's a very complicated issue. So I think it all depends on the mission statement of your organization. If you're all about inclusivity and making sure that all of your members feel welcome, then that's something you should think about. But the other thing to keep in mind is, the unintended consequences of pulling out of a destination, taking your meeting out of a destination.
Absolutely, because when folks do that, there are a lot of consequences, right? And a lot of people who are impacted by that decision.
Exactly. And unfortunately, it's the people who don't have a voice, like, the hospitality workers, the housekeepers, the catering staff, all of those people who really depend on those shifts to feed their families. And when the meeting doesn't materialize, they lose those shifts. So I think it's something that should be considered as a last resort. And that's what some of our experts who weighed in on the topic said. Also.
And there are times, I know you mentioned last resort, I happen to agree with you, but I'm curious, there are times when it's appropriate, right? Don't you think? What did the experts say about that?
Again, it goes back to the mission of your organization. And, the hope would be that if you threaten to pull out, that will have enough of an potential economic impact that you will, and it will force some kind of positive change. So that's the hope, is that the threat itself will have enough of enough power. And I think what we're all really wrestling with is what is the role of the meetings industry? We're supposed to be supporting the hospitality industry, and yet we also should be supporting, the evolution of society moving forward.
Absolutely. Well, no doubt it's a complicated issue and definitely have some tough choices ahead. So we look forward to reading your cover story. Michelle, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Carrie, for having me.
We appreciate it. So for Michelle Russell, I'm Carrie Fairneck with CNTV, and this has been Convene TV.